guys, welcome to Captivity TV. We're back again a little earlier. Possibly you guys might get another video tomorrow. We'll see how we're feeling. So we just want to drop in with a quick ass video. It's gonna be very quick. You guys already know I'm Fitz.
I'm Natasha.
And we're ready to talk. So I know you guess heard about that gorilla.
Yes.
From a Cincinnati zoo. He was a western lowland gorilla. I guess a 4-year-old boy had escaped his mom. Don't know how the hell that happened. They still don't know how it happened, and fell into the actual home habitat of the gorilla. And the gorilla, you know, I guess some people say it was looking out for him. Some people say it was kind of like a little defensive. And he like kind of dragged the boy around in the water or whatnot.
I think that drag was a telltale sign of what it was.
Right.
Personally.
Right. And so, and long story short, they end up killing the gorilla. Now, people are having issues about them killing the gorilla. For me, personally, me and my fiance even had this little go back and forth. I just feel like, what else could they have done? Granted, they should have had, not stun guns, but maybe like, what is it called? Where they put them to sleep? Tranquilizers on hand. And if they didn't have it.
Part of the argument was that it would have took too long or something.
Okay, so if they didn't, or if it went too long, whatever. If they didn't have it or however that would have worked, the next best thing is to kill it. I'm sorry, this is a human. You can't compare an animal to a human. I'm sorry. I love my dog at home to death. But if it came down to me or him, sorry, he would have to go. Because it's still a life. But I just feel like it's a different type of life. You know, like it's different. He literally relies on me to take care of him. The same with the gorilla. Gorilla probably in the wilderness would have been fine, but now he's in the habitat. He relies on the zoo to take care of him. So I just feel like it's... Well, then now I'm saying like kids and life don't matter, but that's not what I'm saying. I get pretty much, if you talk, if you fucking can walk, if you fucking can learn, if you fucking all that shit of being a human, excuse me, it makes us more superior, and that sounds wrong, but it's the truth. We are at the top of the food chain. So I just feel like when it comes down to a gorilla and a human,
I don't understand as far as that goes.
Pretty much. But how do you feel about it?
I'm sad that they had to take the gorilla's life, but at the same time, it's like you said, you know, you gotta protect the human, like, and we don't, like, people, it's mixed messages in the media, like, some say that the gorilla was not, you know, aggressive with the child, and then some say that he looked like he was, you know, like he was trying to take care of the
child,
motherly or whatever it is to the child. So, like I said, it's mixed messages in the media. But my problem is always this: how they want to demonize the mom and stuff because of she had a slip up, like her child ended up out of her sight.
Right. I mean, it happens too.
Right, and I just feel like they want to make an extra big deal out of it because she's black. I'm sorry. Well, I don't want to take it there, but if it was a white woman, mistakes happen. Yeah. You know.
Well, you know that's with anything with us. They're gonna try to demonize us just because of who we are. You know,
they go like it would have been so. The gorilla had to die. You mean that was a precious little baby, but now it's like, we want to press charges. She needs to be brought up on negligence and da da da. Well, like stop. Like y'all doing extra.
Yeah, even with that, I saw like
as far as that pressing charges go.
Yeah, that's a little bit much. Yeah, I saw it was like a 3D type of what could have happened, and from the actual 3D, it showed that the rail. Okay, so it's like a 10-foot drop into the actual pit. Yeah, I think I've seen that. But it's a railing to where a kid can go underneath the rail and then they fall into the water or fall into wherever they're gonna fall from the 10-foot drop. So first of all, they did a wall.
About to say, so that means that's negligence on the zoo.
Because that's
as well.
If a kid is releasing that, you know, that's not really giving a fuck about a young infant, because infants are tiny. Some kids are smaller than others. Right. You know, and they can fit through some things that we don't think they can fit through. So I'm sure that the mother probably had turned her back, or maybe was looking at the gorilla and pointing, and next thing you know, her child has fallen through the damn bars. You know, that can happen.
Right.
You know, so it's definitely not the parents' fault. I'm sorry. We don't. Sorry, as black people, we don't put our kids on fucking dog leashes. We don't do that. And I feel like at a zoo is literally for kids. I mean, as adults, we enjoy zoos too, but it's for kids to see animals, and enjoy that environment. So they should be able to kind of walk free and enjoy it. So I don't think that it's definitely not, like I said, not the parents' fault. And I did see what you're talking about, them demonizing her, because I was watching, I think it was on CNN, and they start like saying about the dad not paying child support, and I'm like, what the fuck? What does it have to do with any of this? Like, it happened. It's over. Sorry that the damn gorilla's dead. I'm sorry. It's sad that he's worthy or endangered. He's still alive. But it was a child down there. It was somebody's child. Like, you can't. And on top of that, they are animals. They are meant to be. It can be a household dog, a family pet that will attack kids. They are animals. Their instincts is to survive. So that's what they are. They're animals. So it happens. Shit like this happens.
Right. And if you're gonna be outraged about the gorilla getting killed over the child, I want y'all to have that same outrage when you see these people in Africa killing these wildlife for sport.
Right.
They're not even trying to defend a child. They're not trying to defend nothing. They're just out there killing it because they want to use whatever it is.
And that's a little even different type of scenario because that's actually in their home. Like, they're literally going to animals' home and killing them in their home. Like, that's a little different. This is a zoo. It's supposed to be a controlled environment. Damn right. If my child falls down in a controlled environment, y'all better figure out how to get my kid out of there. If that means kill that damn, whatever it is, kill it. I'm sorry. It sucks, but that's just is what it is. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that's where they cook the crab to crumble. And I just feel like if the baby, so what if the baby would have got killed? Then what people would be saying? Then what people, I'm sure it'd be, that animal, that beast need to be killed. Like, it's a lose-lose situation. Right. And now you guys are trying to point at the parents, but it's not their fault. It happens. Things like that happen. Kids go disappearing in the malls. So things happen. It just happened. So I'll say RP to the Western lowland gorilla. Sleep well. It's been real. I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know what they wanted us to do. Shit, it was a baby down there, a human down there, and they had to do what they had to do to make sure he was safe. So, period. So what else do you want to talk about, sis?
Whatever's on your mind.
We kind of free balling today.
Yeah, it's slow news day for us.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there, but it's not a whole bunch of stuff that I care to talk about right now.
Well, we have some breaking news since we do live in California. We know about the UCLA.
Oh man,
that's crazy. You actually did a little read on that.
Yeah,
it's actually pretty sad too. It's crazy.
A gunman just was loosened on the campus. I think in an engineering building, and he shot 2 people, and I guess he committed suicide. And I'm assuming it's a he. I don't even know if they've spoken on the gender, race, any of that. I don't even know, but we know most likely.
Yeah, we can put 2 and 2 together. But God rest the dead. That's horrible. That's one of my worst fears is to go to school and not come home with my child. Anybody?
Why do we have to live in a society of somebody like? You deal like everybody's goes through shit in life. Mm-hmm. Why do you have to tell? I don't even know what we won't know because apparently this person committed suicide. Right. So we won't really know their reason for the shooting. Luckily, I mean, I'm not even saying luckily because it's just no silver lining in you going out in a public place and just shooting people. Yeah, it's no silver lining to that. I'm sorry, but we shouldn't have to live like this. We shouldn't have to worry about. I'm gonna go shopping in the mall today. Right. Is a gunman gonna come up in here and shoot us up? Yeah, like that's
even like movie theaters, and then we had church fiasco. Like that's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
And it goes back to like even gun control. I understand that we have the right to bear arms, and I love that right, but there needs to be something done. Like it needs to be needs to be like somebody that actually does like research on the person. Like maybe they need to go to therapy before they get a gun or like speak to somebody because it shouldn't just be just a license because clearly that's not working. That's not a license is not stopping or even going through that whole training of getting a gun is not stopping this type of shit from happening. Because a lot of times there were people that do that, they get the guns for like their parents' safe or something like that. Like it's not even their gun. Yeah. So it needs to be the household needs to be evaluated or something because this has to stop. This has to stop. innocent people going to school to bury themselves, and one of the top schools that, like we said, UCLA, I dreamed of going there one day. Like, that is a top school that has been, that school has been around for a long time, and to have to deal with something like this, it's just devastating, and that's horrible, you know. So I don't know. I just I like I said, God bless the dead, and you know, prayers go out to the families, condolences go out to the families. That's horrible, and you know, I'm sure we'll hear more updates as the day go on. But that's just sad. We definitely want to mention that. So, have you been watching Roots?
I haven't. I'm guilty. I haven't.
So,
I'm gonna let him talk about it because he has been watching. I have not been watching, and I'll let you know why after he tells you what's going on in the show.
Okay. So
Spoilers probably coming up.
So, yeah, so you better turn it down.
Turn it off if you're not ready for it.
Fast forward.
Fast forward.
So Roots, as I remember, because I was a kid, I don't think I was even born when the first Roots came out, but I did see it as any black household. We did watch Roots.
We owned it and everything.
I'm about to say,
that's what I'm
saying.
Like, original.
Yeah, like, but you know, we all have had, most likely you own it, you know, or it come on BET or whatever, you know, they play it, you know, so often. So this one, I don't remember them going so depth into this one. As of right now, well, let me just go back to the start. So it does start with Kunta Kinte being at home, you know, being a child growing up with his parents and leaving. So when he leaves, it goes even more in depth. It goes into the point to where, you know, they capture him. We saw that. They cut off his foot. That was part of the old one. And this part may be a part of the new one. You guys let me know. I mean, the old one, because I don't know. I don't remember this being a part of the old storyline. So now they're going to the point to where it's, okay, so starting mom and dad, now it's Kunta Kinte and his wife, and now it's going on to his child's life. Like, his child has grown, he has a girl, and she has grown up to kind of be just like him, as the characteristics as far as being a strong-minded person. She has, like, the same exact personality as Kunta Kinte. So now she's, or Toby as he is now. So now she's very strong-headed. So right now, this last night's episode was she had a friend, the slave master's daughter, is her friend, and they would like dress and like she would. It was, I'm telling you, like I said, like when I tweeted.
I think I seen that in the previews. That had the leash around her neck, playing outside on the porch.
Well, yeah, but so like I said, this damn, like I tweeted on our Captivity TV. By the way, we're at Captivity TV on Twitter, so follow us. But so like I tweeted, literally this is making me give white people the side eye, because this girl would come out and bring dresses that she spills shit on and be like, "Oh, mom, so I can give it to you." Like a dress, like hand-me-down dress, but she's like, "Oh, because it got, you know, it got spilled stuff on it." So her parents would like give it to her, you know? And like she would like, they would go pay dolls, and she would have to be like the maid, the black, which was like a stuffed ass doll. They would have the prettier looking ones, and she would like have to serve them. And like the mom would come in, the white master's, or the white girl's mom, the master's wife, will come in and say, "Oh, you know, go serve them, go get them, you know, go get them drinks, they're thirsty." Like, it was crazy. So as the story went on, she has grown up. She's like a teenager, or maybe a little more than a teenager now. And she had fell in love with one of the slaves boys. He was a house nigga. But I think he was, the master's has slept with his mom, so it was like his half son. So like he's a mixed black person. So she fell in love with him. Right. She fell in love with him, and he tried to escape or whatever. So all that happened. All that, of course, that mess happened. They shot him and killed him. It's just a fucking mess, and it's a good ass show. And so now her ass, she helped so after that happened with the slave. I'm all over the place, guys. Sorry, but so with the half black, half white guy that got killed, which was the slave master's half son. He got shot and killed. So, but I think her name's like, I don't know her name, but Kunta Kinte's daughter literally wrote him a note, like a freedom paper, so he could show people along the way as he's escaping. And they found it, and now they done sold her ass off. Kunta Kinte and his wife stuck at the other master's house, crying and going crazy because they untook his daughter. Wow. His daughter now is with another slave owner who has gotten her pregnant, and now she has had a baby. And it ends in her in the wilderness, and her, or like in a swamp, and her presenting the baby before God. You know, or like they would do. He did the same thing to her as, you know, when she was a baby, and his father did the same thing to him when he was a baby. So it's cool because it's going through generations, and I don't remember him doing that the first one. So this is actually really, really good. So you guys make sure you check it out. I know it's on A&E, and the History Channel. So it's on 2 different networks, but it's bomb. It's definitely bomb.
Speaking of history, that's part of why me not wanting to get into it like that, because I'm tired of just making it seem like our history started in America and we are so much more. Like, stop starting it. Like, I posted this on my Instagram and my Facebook, shoot, my Twitter too, but like, somebody have made a post like, this is not where our history started. Like, why y'all want to do us like that? We already be up in school not getting the true knowledge of where everything started, like all of that. Why do we have to continuously just make it seem like our history started as being slaves? Like, no, we deeper than that. We are the mothers and fathers of civilization. Like, it goes so much deeper. It's even deeper than Egypt. You know, they talk about the walls of Kemet and all of that, and that's beautiful and everything. But we are so much more, and I put emphasis on more, MOOR. Like, y'all, I mean, I get, you know, it's entertainment, as y'all will say, but I mean, stop doing us like that. Like, it's like so much deeper than you teaching, like, redoing some roots starting from the beginning.
That's the thing. They did start from Africa with his family, just like in the beginning, but it's going even more depth because this is a new guy that's doing this rewrite of it, and they even was so deep to bring in the Indians. So it's actually, so you gotta check it out, because it's actually like when I saw Indian Man and he was a slave too, I was like, oh, they tried to go in, because we gotta forget they were part of,
and that's what I'm
too.
saying.
You know, so it's that's cool.
They want us to believe that they brought all of us here. They didn't bring all of us here. It was some of my ancestors was already on these lands before the so-called white man got here. Like, these.
Well, that's the thing. So just check it out, sis. Like, you gotta just give it a chance. If you give it a chance, I swear you'd be like, wow, they actually did a good. You see her face? I saw that shit. They actually did a good take on it. Like, whoever, I don't know the director's name for this.
Well, it's on the DVR. My mom got it set to record.
So it's actually a really, really good take on it. So I'm definitely proud of us for doing it. I mean, I know people say they're tired of the slave movies and whatnot, but it's like,
because they sit here and play gods and stuff in their movies and all of that, and then they continuously they're pretty much, to me, it's a psychological thing. They're trying to tell you this: you came here a slave, you're gonna be a slave. That's all you. That they're trying to drill it into your head. That's all you're gonna ever amount to be, is a slave. You're gonna work for our corporations. That's all you're gonna ever do. It's like, you're gonna be a slave forever. You might not be in chains no more, but we mentally got you enslaved. You don't think bigger than slavery, working under us.
But that's funny that you think like that. Like we think of it 2 differently ways. So I think of it like, go ahead.
But no, because I kind of lost. I want to bring it back.
Sorry. I think of it like it being a way of like rubbing it in the white man's face. You know, because people, like we said, they love to say, oh, it's been 65 years ago. Forget it. You know, like they love to act like that. So I think that, because we know, at the end of the day, I know that, you know, at some point, we all are slaves to something. To if it's corporations, if it's whatever, we're all going to be slaves to the day we die, as far as making money. Like, unless we own our own businesses, but we all will be work for somebody. Even people that are CEOs and stuff, they have a boss most of the time. So it's like we all will be that mindset. What you're saying, like, we all will have that in America. That's how it will always be. But I just enjoy the fact that we're sitting here making this shit be on major networks. Major networks. It's not like what's that one that was on the railroad one, Underground. That shit was on something that we don't, in California, we don't even get. Like, the network that was on, we don't even get it. It's like WGN or something like that. It's a Chicago network. And of course, that's fucked up. Like, why would you not broadcast it for everybody? Like, put on Showtime, put on Major. I'm loving that this shit is on A&E and on the History Channel. Big networks, to where I think everybody gets those networks. And it's just a way to it's showing that we won't forget, and we're not running from this. Like, you guys can't run from it. We're not going to allow you guys to run from it anymore.
But that's all they do. They okay with it being like that, though. I don't know.
You think, well,